Thanks folks for subscribing to MusicXT on Substack. Today I'm going to share a little bit of a lesson I'm working on, and we're going to talk a little bit about the process of putting a lesson together. So let's just talk a little bit about how I come up with a lesson idea. So in this particular lesson, there's a song I like, there's sort of a concept I like, and so maybe we might try to reverse engineer it. So in this particular case, I'm going to use this song that I found somewhere. It's an old folk song. It goes like this. I had an old dog, and his name was Blue, and I bet you $5 he's a good dog too. I like the song. It's got a nice melody, and what I think is interesting about it is it's got these long notes on it. They're very satisfying to sing, these long notes. And it's got a little bit of an irregular bar to it, doesn't it, right? We have, I had an old dog, and his name was Blue, and I bet you $5 he's a good dog too. You can hear how it's a little bit irregular the way you would count that. And that strong beat sort of rings out, right? You could sing it a number of different ways, but that's always the way I've done that one. So I like the song, and I like that there's an opportunity there to talk about long notes and then really a playful thing about having to wait for that one. So I start to think about, how do I capture the sensation? Again, everything needs to start with physical. So let's try this. So with my kindergarten friends, I would say, let's put our hands down on the carpet, and I want you to just sort of drag your hands forward and feel how we sort of get a little tense and then we pull back. And I like this feeling. Now we want to really make sure that we keep our seat on the ground, that we're not lifting up, and we're just going forward and then pulling back. And I like that this tension on the floor, it gives us some resistance for demonstrating a long note, and we can sort of feel that sensation on the floor. It's satisfying. So I might say, let's try this, let's just together do this little gestures. We go back and forth. And I'll try it with my song. I had an old dog, and his name was Blue, and I bet you $5 he's a good dog too. So my idea here is that we have to wait to do that last one. There's a little bit of anticipation. And we'll try that just on the floor a few times. I had an old dog, and his name was Blue, and I bet you $5 he's a good dog too. And then we go back. Very nice. Now another way I might do it is I would find a little ball. Now I chose a blue ball because the song is called Dog Blue, right? And then also, this is a bocce ball. I like the weight of this. Trying to find the right ball is oftentimes a trick. It doesn't really bounce because we're gonna roll the ball. That's gonna be our plan today. So I would start out just with the physical, practicing rolling the ball through the circle. Roll the ball across the circle to somebody nice and gently, and have them receive it nice and gently. Then I would try it with the song, and I would say, I had an old dog, and roll it, right? And then the next person gets it. And his name was Blue. Now I love this because this gives us a little preparation and then rolling it, and then that ball gives us a sense of duration. Maybe I would even say, let's hold that note as long as the ball takes to get. So we lose a little sense of meter there, but we almost have this fermata sensation. I had an old dog, and it rolls. And his name was Blue, and it rolls to the next person. And I bet you $5 he's a good dog too. Now that person has to wait to toss, so that gives us a lot of ways for us to critique each other and make sure that we're waiting for the right sensation. So the way I build a lesson oftentimes is I just start with the end result. Like, okay, I have a song, I have a concept. What can we do to make it physical? What can we do to add an activity to it or gamify it a little bit to make it mutable? Right? So all of these things are really, really important as we put together our lesson. So thank you so much for listening to this video. And please consider becoming a team member subscriber, the totally effortless approach to musical movement. We love to have you where we're going to have a lot more lesson ideas like this that you can use in your classroom and become a serious master of musical movement.